हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू मयंक लॉहलिक। आज हम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं झारखंड एपीओ का 2019 का पेपर। ये झारखंड एपीओ का 2019 का पेपर है और बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पेपर है। अगर आप झारखंड को टारगेट कर रहे हैं तो प्लीज़ इस पेपर को कंप्लीट देखें। दूसरा, पेपर स्टार्ट करने से पहले मेरी आपसे एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ जो हमारा चैनल है उसको आप सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, साथ ही टेलीग्राम ग्रुप में ज्वाइन हो जाइए एंड लास्ट एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट, प्लीज़ इंस्टाग्राम पे मयंक लॉहलिक को फॉलो कर लीजिए। छोटी सी रिक्वेस्ट है, प्लीज़ मान लीजिएगा, हमारे थोड़े फॉलोअर्स बढ़ जाएंगे तो अच्छा लगेगा। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 से। केदारनाथ सिंह वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ बिहार 1962 हैज़ डिसाइडेड द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल वैलिडिटी ऑफ आईपीसी। बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट केस है, सबको इसका आंसर पता है। ये जो है सेडिशन से रिलेटेड है। ऑप्शन सी इसका सही आंसर है, सेक्शन 124A। यहाँ पे भी सेक्शन 124A भी दे रखा है, लेकिन सेक्शन 505 और 124A ये दोनों ही जो आंसर हैं ये सही हैं, इसलिए ऑप्शन सी जो है वो सही रहेगा। इसीलिए थोड़ा सा कन्फ्यूजन है, तो आप ध्यान रखिएगा इसका। The word takes in section 361 of IPC signifies। आईपीसी में सेक्शन 361 किडनैपिंग फ्रॉम लॉफुल गार्जियनशिप है, सिग्निफाई करता है टेकिंग बाय फोर्स, फ्रॉड एंड फिजिकल टेकिंग। तो ऑप्शन डी जो है वो सही आंसर है। ऑप्शन डी इज द राइट आंसर। क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, राइट ऑफ प्राइवेट डिफेंस इज अवेलेबल अगेंस्ट एन ऑफेंस, एन ऑफेंडर, बोथ ऑफेंस एंड ऑफेंडर एंड एक्यूज्ड। करेक्ट आंसर यहाँ पर है एन ऑफेंस, ऑप्शन ए। राइट ऑफ प्राइवेट डिफेंस इज अवेलेबल अगेंस्ट एन ऑफेंस। Question number 4. For abetment, it is necessary that the act abetted should be committed successfully. B. Option B. It is necessary that the act abetted should be committed though unsuccessful. C. It is not necessary that the act abetted should be committed. Here, option D जो है वो है both A and B. तो for abetment के लिए ज़रूरी होता है कि it is not necessary that the act abetted should be committed. So option C जो है वो यहाँ पे सही आंसर है। Question number 5. Avik Sarkar versus State of West Bengal 2014 deals with, options are option A section 153A, option B section 292A, option C section 292 and option D section 354A. Correct answer here is option जो है option C section 292. section 292 IPC जो है वो डील करता है सेल्स ऑफ ऑब्ससीन बुक्स एटसेट्रा। क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, a hangman who hangs the prisoner to the order of the court is exempt from criminal liability by the virtue of। करेक्ट आंसर है सेक्शन 78 ऑफ आईपीसी। ये जनरल एक्सेप्शंस में आते हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 7, डिफरेंस बिटवीन द कॉमन इंटेंशन एंड सिमिलर इंटेंशन वाज मेड बाय विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग केस। कॉमन इंटेंशन और सिमिलर इंटेंशन के जो डिफरेंस है वो किस में बताया गया है। ऑप्शन ए बीके घोष वर्सेस एम्परर, ऑप्शन सी महबूब शाह वर्सेस एम्परर, ऑप्शन सी कृपाल सिंह वर्सेस स्टेट एंड ऑप्शन डी मीठू वर्सेस स्टेट। करेक्ट आंसर जो है वो ऑप्शन बी है, दैट इज महबूब शाह वर्सेस एम्परर। क्वेश्चन नंबर 8, the case of S. Vardarajan versus state relates to which of the following provisions of IPC 1860? Options are section 366, option B section 365, option C section 364 and option D section 363. करेक्ट आंसर यहाँ पर जो है वो ऑप्शन सेक्शन 363, यानी कि ऑप्शन जो सेक्शन डी है वो दैट इज रिलेटेड टू पनिशमेंट फॉर किडनैपिंग। क्वेश्चन नंबर 9, डिस्क्लोजर ऑफ आइडेंटिटी ऑफ अ रेप इज पनिशेबल disclosure of identity of victim of rape is punishable under which of the following section of IPC 1860? Options are section 229, section 228, section 376, section 228A. करेक्ट आंसर जो है वो यहाँ पे ऑप्शन डी दैट इज सेक्शन 228A में डिस्क्लोजर ऑफ आइडेंटिटी ऑफ विक्टिम ऑफ रेप इज पनिशेबल। क्वेश्चन नंबर 10, which mens rea element is expressly used in section 498A of IPC 1860? Options are intentional conduct, negligent conduct, willful conduct, reason to believe. Correct answer है option C, that is willful conduct. Question number 11, the word illegal is defined under which of the section of IPC 1860? Options are section 32, section 33, section 43, section 37. Correct answer here is option C, that is section 43 of IPC. Question number 11, section 304A of IPC, section 304A was added in IPC 1860 in, options are section 1870, option B 1880, option C 1819 and option D 1930. 304A was added in 1870, option A here is the right answer. Question number 13, constitutional amendment in India can be challenged in, option A International Court of Justice, Supreme Court, High Court, Supreme Court and High Court both. constitutional amendment जो है वो चैलेंज हो सकता है, ऑप्शन डी सुप्रीम कोर्ट और हाई कोर्ट दोनों में। Question number 14. According to Constitution of India 1950, the residuary power under Article 248 can be exercised by. Residuary power जो है वो exercise करेगी Parliament से. Option B here is the right answer. Question number 15. Under which article of the Constitution NJAC has been created? NJAC जो क्रिएट किया गया था आर्टिकल 124A में क्रिएट किया गया था, लेकिन बाद में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इसे अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल ठहरा दिया था. तो यहाँ पे आंसर ए जो है वो सही होगा. NJAC नेशनल जुडिशियल अपॉइंटमेंट कमीशन के बारे में था. क्वेश्चन नंबर 16. द MPs एंड MLAs आर मैंडेटेड टू टेक ओथ टू प्रिजर्व द सॉवरेनिटी एंड इंटीग्रिटी ऑफ द नेशन अंडर विच कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट? हियर करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन बी, दैट इज 16th कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट 1963. क्वेश्चन नंबर 17. आर्टिकल 368 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डील्स विद दी. 368 डील्स करता है अमेंडमेंट ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 18. आर्टिकल 302 ऑफ द Constitution permits restrictions on freedom of trade, commerce and intercourse in public interest by. Option A, interstate council, state legislature, parliament, world trade organization. Correct answer यहाँ पर option C, that is parliament. Question number 19. The Constitution of India 1950 recognizing international relation in. International relation एक तो आर्टिकल 51 में और आर्टिकल 253 में रिकॉग्नाइज होते हैं. आर्टिकल 51 जो है वो DPSP का पार्ट है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 20. Justice, social, economic and political words are used in the Constitution under. Option A, preamble. Option B, fundamental rights. Option C, DPSP. Option D, preamble as well as directory principles of state policy. Justice, social, economical, preamble में तो दे ही रखे हैं, लेकिन ये DPSP में भी इस्तेमाल किए गए, इसलिए ऑप्शन डी जो है वो यहाँ पर ज़्यादा सही आंसर है, इसलिए ऑप्शन डी सही आंसर है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 21. In Shreya Singhal versus Union of India, Section 66A of the Information Technology Act 2000 was declared illegal under. Option B, Article 14. Option B, Article 19(1). Option C, Article 14 and Article 19(1). And Option D, Article 14, 19(1) and 21. Correct answer यहाँ पर है Article 19 Clause 1. Question number 22. शांतनम कमेटी लीड टू द एस्टैब्लिशमेंट ऑफ CVC. सेंट्रल विजिलेंस कमीशन का जो गठन हुआ था वो शांतनम कमेटी की रिपोर्ट के आधार पे हुआ था. Question number 23. The provisions relating to the privileges and immunities are contained under which article of the Constitution? यहाँ पर सही आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, that is Article 105, 106, 194 and 195. Option C here is the right answer. Question number 24. The distribution of subject matter is contained under. Option A, 5th schedule of the Constitution, 7th schedule of the Constitution, 9th schedule of the Constitution, 8th schedule of the Constitution. यहाँ पर सही आंसर जो है क्वेश्चन नंबर 24 में वो है 9th शेड्यूल ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. इसी ये सब्जेक्ट मैटर जो बता रही बात हो रही है, ये हो रही यूनियन लिस्ट जो होती है, स्टेट लिस्ट होती है, कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट, वो आपकी जो बता रखी है वो 7th शेड्यूल ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में बता रखी है. तो ऑप्शन बी जो है वो सही आंसर है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 25. Which article of the Constitution provides safeguard against ex post facto laws? Options are Article 20 Clause 1, Article 20 Clause 2, Article 20 Clause 3 and Option D, Article 19(1) Clause A. Here correct answer is Option A, that is Article 20 Clause 1. Question number 26. Which among the following fundamental rights available only to the citizen of India? Right to equality, right to freedom of speech and expression, right to life and personal liberty, protection against dual jeopardy. Here it has been asked which of the following right is available only to the citizen of India. So option B here is the right answer, that is right to freedom of speech and expression is solely available to the citizen of India. Question number 27. The nature and function of the Chief Information Commissioner is quasi-judicial, judicial as well as non-judicial. So here it will be the option B, that is the correct answer, quasi-judicial. Question number 28. Provisions relating to Finance Commission is contained in. Finance Commission provisions are contained in Article 280 of the Constitution of India. It is a direct question, so you must always be aware of the direct questions where it has been given like this. Question number 29 is also the direct question. The organization of village panchayat is contained under Article 40. It is from DPSP. Question number 30. The doctrine of precedent is incorporated under which article of the Constitution of India? Article 141. So this is also the direct question. Question number 31. Who decides whether a bill is money bill or not? Lok Sabha Speaker can decide whether a bill is money bill or not. Question number 32. Which of the following writs can be issued only against judicial or quasi-judicial authorities? Options are mandamus, habeas corpus, certiorari, quo warranto. Here the correct answer is certiorari. Question number 33. The provisions relating to the constitution of election commission is. Constitutional Selection Commission is provided under Article 324 Clause 2. Question number 34. Article 21 protects the right to life and personal liberty of citizens not only from executive action but also from legislative action. It was observed in Menaka Gandhi case. Option C here is the right answer. Question number 35. The idea of preamble in Indian Constitution has been borrowed from option A USA, option B Canada, option C USSR and option D UK. Here correct answer is option A USA. Question number 36. The executive power of the Union is vested in the Union Cabinet, Prime Minister, President, Chief Justice of India. Executive power is vested in President. Question number 37. What is imperative to show requisites respect to national anthem? Sing only, stand respectfully, sing and stand respectfully, to bow down. To bow only is not correct. Sing is not mandatory. So option B here is the correct answer, that is stand respectfully. Question number 37 we have done. Now we will be proceeding to question number 38. In which of the following case the Supreme Court held that the tape recorded conversation is admissible if relevant to matter? Option A, Lishuling versus R, option B, R versus Richardson, option C, R.M. Malkani versus Maharashtra State, and option D, Bhola Ram Kushwaha versus MP State. Here correct answer is option C, that is R.M. Malkani versus Maharashtra State. Question number 39. In which of the following cases Supreme Court held that recording of video conferencing is admissible under the Indian Evidence Act 1872? Here options are State of Maharashtra versus P. Bala Desai, option B Harihar Prasad Singh, option C Queen Empress versus Abdullah, Pakla Narayan Swamy versus Emperor. यहाँ पे correct answer जो है वो option A है, that is State of Maharashtra versus P. Bala Desai. Question number 40. Indian Evidence Act 1872 came into force on 1st September 1872. Here option C is the right answer. The law of evidence is lex fori, law of forum. Question number 42. Whose admission will not be relevant under section 18 to 20 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872? Option A, evidence by party to the proceedings, admission by servant, admission by agent, admission by person having interest in the subject matter of the suit. Here it has been asked which of the following admission will not be relevant. So admission by servant will not be relevant, whereas the admission by party to proceeding will be relevant, admission by agent and admission by person having interest will be relevant. But option B, that is admission by servant, will not be relevant under section 18 to 20 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872. So let us proceed to question number 43. A confession is admissible made by any time by a person charged with crime, stating or suggesting the inference that he committed that crime. Who has given this definition? Here this definition is given by Stephen. Question number 44. Who among the following sections of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 is an exception to the general rule hearsay evidence is no evidence? Here correct answer is option A, that is section 6. Section 6 is the exception to the general rule of hearsay evidence is no evidence. Question number 45. Mirza Akbar versus King Emperor is related to section 9, section 10, section 11, section 13. Correct answer is option B, that is section 10 of the Indian Evidence Act. Mirza Akbar versus King Emperor is related to section 10 of the Indian Evidence Act. Question number 46. A confession made by any person while in police custody will be relevant if it has been made. Option A, immediately in the presence of magistrate. Option B, immediately in the presence of magistrate. Option C, immediately in the presence of superintendent of police. And option D, none of the above. Here it will be relevant only when it has been made immediately in the presence of the magistrate. A and B, although the options are the same. So it will be relevant only when it is made immediately in the presence of the magistrate. Question number 47. In which of the following subjects an expert is competent to testify? Foreign law, matter of science, question of art, all of these. All of these. Option D here is the right answer. Question number 48. Which of the following has not been included in the definition of court under Indian Evidence Act 1872? ये क्वेश्चन हर बार बार जगह आता है. यहाँ पे ऑप्शन डी सही आंसर है. आर्बिट्रेटर. आर्बिट्रेटर जो है उसको इंक्लूड नहीं किया जाता कोर्ट के डेफिनेशन में. बाकी जजेस, मैजिस्ट्रेट, पर्सन्स लीगली ऑथराइज्ड टू टेक एविडेंस विल बी इंक्लूडेड. Question number 49. In which of the following case the Supreme Court held that a court must accept confession as whole and cannot accept only inculpatory and reject the exculpatory part? Options are Palvinder Kaur versus Punjab State, Pakla Narayan Swamy versus Emperor, Veera Ibrahim versus Maharashtra State, Nathu Singh versus Jagdish Singh. Here in question number 49, correct answer is option A, that is Palvinder Kaur versus State of Punjab. Option A is the right answer. Question number 50. Leading questions can be asked in cross-examination. Option B is the right answer. Which section of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 talks about the hostile witness? Section 154 talks about the hostile witness. Question number 52. Bhushan Sahu versus King is related to which section of the Indian Evidence Act 1872? Option A, section 115, option B, section 133, option C, section 122, and option D, section 126. Correct answer here is option B, section 133. Question number 53. Which section of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 mention the facts regarding which the court must take judicial notice? Option A, section 57, option B, section 67, option C, section 68, and option D, section 69. Here the correct answer is option A, section 57. Question number 54. Provisions regarding the public document has been mentioned under which section of the Indian Evidence Act 1872? Correct answer is option B, that is section 74. Question number 55. Which of the following is not a secondary evidence? Options are certified copies, copies made from original, where number of documents are made by one uniform process, copies compared with original. Here in question number 55, correct answer is option C, where number of documents are made by one uniform process is not a secondary evidence, whereas certified copies, copies made from original, and copies compared with original will be part of secondary evidence. Question number 56. Which one of the following is not a leading case on dying declaration? Kaushal Rao versus State, Moti Singh versus State, Deep Chand versus State, R versus Jenkins. Here option D, that is Deep Chand versus State, is not a leading case on dying declaration, whereas other cases are leading case on dying declaration. Question number 57. A witness unable to speak gives evidence by sign gestures. Such evidence is oral evidence. Option D is the right answer. Question number 58. The Supreme Court has recognized the presumption of innocence as fundamental right, statutory right, human right, customary right. It will be human right. Question number 59. A confession made by a conspirator involving other members is relevant against the co-conspirator jointly tried with him and is admissible under Section 6, Section 10, Section 30, Section 56. Correct answer here is option C, that is Section 30. Question number 60. Oral evidence of a fact invalidating the document is admissible under Indian Evidence Act 1872. Option A, Proviso 1 to Section 92. Here option A is the right answer. Question number 61. A is tried for the murder of B by poison. The fact before the death of B, A procured poison similar to that which was administered to B is relevant. Here option A is the right answer. Question number 62. Facts which are necessary to explain or introduce relevant facts, place, name, date, relationship, and identity of parties are relevant under Section 9. Question number 63. Section 2D of CRPC defines. Here correct answer is option C, that is complaint. Question number 64. Under which section of CRPC 1973 the court may order the accused to pay compensation? Section 354, Section 355, Section 356, Section 357. Section 357 of CRPC, the court may order the accused to pay compensation. Question number 65. The Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 came into force on. The correct answer is 1st April 1974. Question number 66. Which among the following chapters of the CRPC 1973 does not apply to the state of Nagaland and the tribal areas? Here the correct answer is option B, that is chapter 9. Whereas chapters of the CRPC applies to chapter 8, 10 and 11. Option B, here it has been asked which of the does not apply. So option B will be the right answer. Otherwise chapter 8, 10, 11 the proviso will be applied. Question number 67. A proclaimed person whose property has been attached can claim the property or proceed of sale on appearance within 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, 1 year. In question number 67, correct answer is option B, that is 2 years. Question number 68. Who can issue search warrant to search persons wrongfully confined? DM, SDM, magistrate, all of these. All of these. Option D is the right answer. Question number 69. Warrant case means a case relating to an offence punishable with death, imprisonment of life or imprisonment for a term. Here in question number 69, correct answer is option A, that is exceeding 2 years. Question number 70. Provision regarding plea bargaining has been mentioned under dash of CRPC. Correct answer is option C, that is chapter 21A of CRPC. Question number 71. Provision regarding inquest has been mentioned under dash of the CRPC 1973. Correct answer is option D, that is section 174. Question number 72. Under which section of CRPC 1973 the district magistrate has been empowered to issue order in urgent case of nuisance or apprehend danger? Correct answer is option C, that is section 144. Question number 73. In which of the following section cognizable offence has been defined? Cognizable offence has been defined in section 2C of CRPC. Option C here is the right answer, section 2C of CRPC. Cognizable cases. Question number 74. Person once convicted or acquitted not to be tried for same offence. The provision mentioned in the CRPC 1973 is section 300. Question number 75. Second class magistrate authorized by the High Court can try summarily an offence which is punishable with imprisonment for a term not exceeding 6 months. Option B is the right answer. Question number 76. Which among the following is not correct about FIR? It is an information given to the police officer. It is correct. It must relate to the cognizable offence. It is correct. It is an information first in point of time. It is also correct. It can be lodged both in cognizable and non-cognizable cases. This is not correct. Okay. In cognizable offence only FIR can be filed. Question number 77. Public prosecutors are appointed by the option A, central government after the consultation of the High Court, state government after the consultation of the High Court, both A and B, none of the above. Public prosecutors are appointed by the central government also by the state governments. So option C will be the right answer, both A and B. Question number 78. Inherent power of the High Court, section 482. It is the direct question. Inherent power of the High Court has been dealt under dash of the CRPC 1973, section 482. Question number 79. A confession made under section 164 of CRPC can be recorded by metropolitan or judicial magistrate, executive magistrate, police officer, prosecution officer. अगर कन्फेशन इनको दिया गया होगा तो कन्फेशन मान्य नहीं होगा, तो मेट्रोपॉलिटन और जुडिशियल मजिस्ट्रेट द कन्फेशन मेड अंडर सेक्शन 160 ऑफ सीआरपीसी कैन बी रिकॉर्डेड बाय मेट्रोपॉलिटन और जुडिशियल मजिस्ट्रेट. ऑप्शन ए इज द राइट आंसर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 80. Any dispute regarding the possession of immovable property is decided by judicial magistrate. Immovable property is decided by judicial magistrate, executive magistrate, either by judicial or by executive magistrate, neither by judicial or executive magistrate. Here the correct answer will be option B, that is executive magistrate. Question number 81. An assistant session judge may pass sentence except sentence of death, life imprisonment or for a term for 7 years. Option B, a sentence of death, life imprisonment for a term exceeding 10 years. A sentence of death, life imprisonment for a term exceeding 12 years. Here in question number 81, correct answer is option B. Because here a sentence of death cannot be passed by assistant session judge. Okay, so option B is the right answer. Question number 82. Any police officer may arrest any person without warrant who has been concerned in cognizable offence. This has been provided under option A, section 40 CRPC, section 41 CRPC, section 43 CRPC, section 57 CRPC. Any police officer may arrest any person without warrant who has been concerned in cognizable offence. This has been provided under section 41 of CRPC. Question number 83. An executive magistrate can grant remand under section 167 of CRPC 1973 for a period of maximum. Option A 5 days, option B 7 days, option C 10 days, option D 15 days. Correct answer here is option B 7 days. Question number 84. For an offence punishable with fine only, the period of limitation prescribed under section 468 of CRPC is 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years. Correct answer is option B, that is 6 months. Question number 85. Who among the following can issue order against a person for maintaining his wife under section 125 CRPC? Judicial magistrate second class, judicial magistrate first class. Judicial magistrate first class is the correct answer. Question number 86. Provisions regarding alteration of charges has been mentioned under dash of the CRPC in 1973. Correct answer is section 216 of the CRPC. Question number 87. There shall be no appeal by convicted person where a magistrate of the first class passes only a sentence of fine not exceeding 100 rupees. Option D here is the right answer. Question number 88. What should be the minimum person to commit the offense of robbery? ऑफेंस ऑफ रॉबरी कमिट करने के लिए एक व्यक्ति भी काफ़ी है. वहीं अगर डकैती की बात होती है तो वहाँ पर आपको 5 या 5 से ज़्यादा लोग चाहिए. ठीक, ये रॉबरी के बारे में पूछा गया है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 89. गैंग रेप हैज़ बीन मेड पनिशेबल अंडर विच सेक्शन? सेक्शन 376D. Question number 90. Which of the following sections have extraterritorial operation under IPC 1860? Section 3 and 4 is the right answer. Section 3 and 4 of IPC talks about the extraterritorial operation. R versus Hicklin is related to. Here correct answer is option C, that is obscenity. Question number 92. In which of the following section section 303 of IPC 1860 has been declared unconstitutional? Correct answer is option D, that is Mithu Singh versus State. Section 303 of IPC has been declared unconstitutional. Question number 93. Which of the following section defines dishonestly? Section 24. Section 24 of IPC defines dishonestly. Question number 94. In which of the following offence mens rea is not necessary to make offender criminally liable? Culpable homicide, mens rea is necessary. Wrongful confinement, mens rea is necessary. Kidnapping, mens rea is not necessary. Criminal conspiracy, mens rea is necessary. So option C here is the right answer, where mens rea is not necessary. Kidnapping in mens rea is not necessary. Question number 95. Giving false evidence in a judicial proceeding is punishable under which section of IPC? Correct answer is option C, that is section 193 of IPC. Question number 96. Necessity may be pleaded as a defense under. Necessity can be pleaded under section 81 of IPC. Question number 97. McNaughton case is related to insanity. Option A here is the right answer. Question number 99. Criminal conspiracy has been defined under which section of CRPC? Section 120A defined criminal conspiracy. Question number 99. Punishment regarding voluntarily causing grievous hurt by acid attack contained in section 326A. Question number 100, and this is the last question. How many persons are required to form unlawful assembly? Options here is, correct answer is 5 persons. You can follow section 141 IPC. तो यहाँ पर APO के हमने टोटल क्वेश्चन जो 100 क्वेश्चन थे AP 2019 पेपर के, उसको हमने सॉल्व किया है. अगर आपने यहाँ तक पूरा पेपर देखा है तो इसका मतलब ही ये है कि आपके लिए ये फ्रूटफुल रहा है. तो अगर आपके लिए फ्रूटफुल रहा हो तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब करने में बिल्कुल मत हिचकिचाइएगा. सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर कर दीजिएगा और टेलीग्राम और इंस्टाग्राम पे भी ज्वाइन हो जाइएगा. तो थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग. प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब माइंड लॉहलिक.